Good morning. Hi, I hope that you're doing well this morning. It is time for reading, and I know that you've started your new book, so I'm really excited to hear some information and to hear new things about your new books. Today, we're going to talk about a strategy that we use when we're reading in order to stay focused on our reading. Okay, because sometimes it's super easy to get distracted or to lose that attention or lose that focus. And there have been times where I've been reading and I'll be a whole chapter in and say to myself, I wasn't really paying attention to that. I don't really even know what happened. And I have ways to help with that. Okay. So, being engaged in your book means that your eyes and your mind are connected with your book. It means that as you read, you're aware of your attention. You pay attention to your attention. Kind of silly, right? A little bit silly. But there are things that we can do to prompt ourselves to make sure that our eyes and our mind are focused on what we're reading. So you might ask yourself, can you picture what's happening? Can you make that picture in your mind on what's happening in the story? Or you might say, um, is my mind on this book or is it just my eyes right now? Because sometimes we can read lots and lots of words and then when we're done, have no idea what we read. We have no idea what words we just read. So we need to make sure that not only are we reading those words, but we know what those words are saying. Um, And when we do get distracted or we notice that we're distracted, that's a pretty sophisticated reader right there. A reader that can notice that they're distracted or that their attention has wandered to something else. It's really, really amazing when as a reader you can recognize that in yourself. So I'm going to show you my little poster. This is our anchor chart that will help us. Oh, don't mind Olivia's breakfast this morning. Sorry. This is what we can do to help us keep our eyes and our mind focused on our book as we are reading. Let me get the whole page. There we go. Okay. So you want to keep your eyes and your mind, this is your brain, focused in your book. Be aware of your attention shifting. That means if your attention is going elsewhere, be aware of it. It's okay if that happens. Everybody loses attention sometimes, but we want to be aware of it so that we're not wasting all of our precious reading time, not even thinking about what we're reading. So be aware of your attention shifting. And when it does, back up. Go back a few sentences or even a whole paragraph and reread. That way, you can catch your brain up and make sure that you're not missing anything important in your book or missing anything exciting in your book. If you notice your attention is shifting a lot, then that could mean two things. You may want to rethink your book choice, choose a different book. If you're not interested in your book and your attention is being all over the place all the time, it may not be the book for you. It may not be the best choice, the best book choice. Or you might just need to rethink your environment. Maybe where you're reading is super distracting. Maybe there's fun things going on around you. Maybe maybe there's bears outside your window. I don't know. But your environment when you're reading is super important. We want to make sure that you're in a cozy spot where you are where there's not very many distractions, where there's not a lot going on. Maybe it's quiet. Maybe you have a stuffy or a blanket with you to keep you grounded and in one space and ready to read, right? Maybe you just need to rethink that environment if your attention keeps on shifting over and over and over again. So put this picture in your mind and remember that you need to keep your eyes and your mind in your book, okay? And if you do lose your attention or your attention shifts to something else, maybe somebody speaks, back up, back it up, beep, 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 and reread to get yourself caught up. Okay, quick little things. Now, I know that you have reached your reading goal. You've been doing an amazing job reading. So you might want to adjust your reading goal a little tiny bit. It doesn't have to be a lot. Maybe a minute or two more, or 2 minutes more. I've already noticed that you've read way more than that. So you must have been really interested in your book, um, which is a perfect book choice, that means, and a perfect environment. But keep it up. And if you want to change your goal, your reading goal, just let me know. Let me know what your new goal is. Your goals are for you, they're not for me. So make sure that you're constantly pushing yourself to get better and do better and just be the amazing reader that you're becoming. Okay. So today, mind and eyes focused in the book. If you get distracted, totally okay. Just make sure you use those strategies to back up and reread so you have all of the information that you need. Okay? Go get a book and get reading. I'll talk to you soon.